What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Yes, it's that time, Technique Tuesday time. Now we're finishing up our takedown, actually our wall defense series last day. What happens if somebody actually gets you on the ground? But I can't do this without the man of steel himself, Houston Jones. Get out here, Houston Jones.
Thank you.
My man, Houston. He is a lifelong martial artist, Taekwondo black belt. He's got some wrestling background. If you haven't seen the videos, by the way, go follow this guy. Subscribe to this guy. He is amazing, and he is the man of steel.
I try to be, at
The
least.
stuff that you do on this channel is ridiculous, guys. Go check this guy out. It's amazing. But we're going to be finishing up this takedown defense. But first, make sure you hit that subscribe button, guys. Throw some comments down below. We're trying to get at least 75 million likes.
Nice.
You know the deal. Let's get it. What up, everybody? Everybody, what's up, everybody? All right, guys, we're gonna get to the last step. If you haven't seen steps 1 and 2, go check that out now. We'll put that in the description below, okay? But since this is the last step, my man Houston Jones, he got in on the legs. He ended up taking me down, boom, and this is where we're at right now, especially when you got a big hoss on top of you just like this guy. So as soon as you get taken down, it really depends on how tight your opponent is. Sometimes they can be fairly loose. Sometimes they can be really tight down on your legs, just like so. Now, the first thing that I like to try and do is get some separation here, okay? Now, just like before, I wanna lean, I gotta get my hand in position. I gotta get my frame in. Because if you're not careful, this guy can sit here and hold you here and end up winning a fight this way. So what I like to do is I like to create space, and I use that by bridging my hips forward and sliding my hand down like so. Make sure it's the hand first, not your elbow, because this can be broken. This is a little bit more difficult to be broken. So as I bridge up, I kind of lay my back down, and now I've got my frame in. And what this does, this prevents him from standing up and ground and pound you. Because if you're not careful, he'll want to separate and punch you in the head. Boom! Just like so. I've seen it happen many times. So I've got my frame in, just like that. I'm kind of putting a little pressure on him. If you can kind of see I'm leaning forward. Now, a lot of times from here, the guy feels like he's got to do something. He's got to sit up. He's got to try and take you down, or he's got to punch you in the face. If he doesn't, right, one of the things that I do is I sit here and just kind of pepper him up with my hands. Look at the referee like, come on, man, he's not doing anything, because he can't get up. So he's got to get up. So what I do is I wait on him. I don't force my way up. As soon as he lets go to try and posture up, he is almost actually bringing me up with him because I got my frame. I get my bottom leg in, just like so, okay? So remember, once you're here, this guy's gonna be doing one of a few things, either trying to punch you, trying to back out, or trying to grab a wrist. And just like Khabib, he'll grab that wrist, pull that wrist in, next thing you know, you're going to your back. So we cannot do that. So what I do is I get my frame in. I like to keep my hand out fairly far, but sometimes you just got that guy that's got really long arms and he grabs the wrist. Even if he has the wrist, that's okay. I don't panic. I drop my elbow down and I bring my hand up. And this attacks the weak part of the grip, and I put it back out, right? Farther away. Now, once this hand, see, now he doesn't have anything with his hand here. I posture up, I get my bottom leg back underneath me. I do this in steps. So I get my bottom leg underneath. Now, this is where it gets pretty dangerous here, because I don't want him to end up taking my back, which a lot of guys do. So I keep my frame, and as soon as I get up to my knee, I look for my overhook like so, okay? I look for my overhook. Now, you got guys that do this a lot. Once I get to this position, they'll actually kind of walk around and maybe try and get you in a front headlock position like this, okay? I don't want that, so I gotta keep my posture up, my head up. Makes them a little bit more difficult to get a hold of that head. Don't wanna be here. So my head up, I sit up tall, and as soon as I sit up, I look for the wrist, okay? And then I slowly get back up to my feet, kind of pressing myself into the cage to help me stand up. And then from here, you know, I can work on separating, you know, posture in the head and then getting out. So fairly easy, but very basic steps to help you get up off the ground if somebody's taking you down on the ground up against the cage. Now, the cage back in the earlier days, you didn't want to be here. This is where Randy Couture won most of his fights. Now, people are so good at getting back up to their feet. If they get taken down, they want to get taken down up against the fence, because that's just like an extra arm there to help you back up to your feet. So hopefully these steps will help you out. And like I said, there's a lot of different ways to get up, a lot of different ways to defend. This is just very basic. So I hope you like it. My man, Houston Jones, appreciate you being the wrestler today. And we'll catch you on the flip side. Remember, subscribe, throw some comments down below. Catch y'all later.